What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I've got a flashlight here from Fenix. This one is the E06R. It's a very interesting one, a 3-in-1 keychain flashlight. Check out the details here, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Doing the honors here, we got the Rivery Zero, which is a very sort of addicting little utility knife. I've really been carrying this one a ton. Check out the unboxing video if you haven't already. Made in good old US of A aluminum. Beautiful machining here, right? Check it out, Rivery Zero. Will be linked down below, just like every other product you see in this video. And we're gonna get in here, ladies and gentlemen. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what this one is all about, shall we? Boom. We got the specifications back here in case you guys want to pause and take a look. I'll be going through them here, reading them out as we go through all the different modes. But let's see what we have here. First things first, a little bit more of a premium unboxing than this guy. We checked out the SW05R-RED here on the channel. We'll see this one in just a moment here for some size comparisons. But yeah, this one looks like to be a little bit more of a premium unboxing experience. We got a lanyard right here. Pretty typical, pretty straightforward lanyard right there. You can wrap around. This guy's probably gonna have somewhere, like a little hole somewhere to wrap that guy. We got USB-A to USB-C charging here, charging cable. And then we have some other models they offer. It looks like they have a lot of different lights, camping lights, tactical lights, headlamps, all kinds of things. So again, I'll have them all linked down below. User manual here for the E06R. And without further ado, let's see what this one here is all about. Okay, got a bit of a protection there. And let's get this out of here. First impressions, this one is aluminum, right? I'm feeling the cold to the touch aluminum housing all around, whereas the other model here used plastic but aluminum only in the light housing. Everything else was plastic in the body, so a little bit more affordable there. This one is obviously a little bit more premium with the aluminum everywhere. Check out them lights. Those are fixed lights. You're not going to be able to turn these like you can on this other model. Something to keep in mind. This one allows you to, you know, turn things around, aim the light however you want it. Side light, forward light, you name it. So two buttons here on the side, a bluish purple and a red button. We'll get to those in a moment. Pocket clip back here, very interesting pocket clip there, and an exposed. Now here's where I'm not too sure. Both of these have an exposed USB-C charging, so I'm sure that's probably not going to help too much in the waterproofing department. Something to keep in mind there. You wouldn't want to submerge these into the water anytime soon, but I guess it is pretty readily available if anything. Then we have this other button smack in the middle. That one's looking interesting as well. So let's start with that one, right? I'm going to press on this guy. Okay, this one's giving me a pulsating green. Hopefully the battery is good. Press and hold. Okay, there we go. So there we have this one. You can cycle through the modes. Okay, that's getting really, already kind of burned my retina just looking at it. Give me 1 second for my eyesight to come back. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. Anyways, we have, looks like this might be eco, low, medium, high, and then back to eco, right? There's no turbo per se, so eco, low, medium, high, and we'll do our night testing, of course. So really quick, this eco mode, which is kind of like a moon mode, it's going to be 5 lumens, right? A 60-hour runtime and about a 9-meter distance. With the low mode, we're going to be getting 30 lumens there, 12 hours of runtime, and about a 23-meter distance. We got the medium, that's bumping it up to 150 lumens. So that's already the max, I believe, that you get on this guy. So you're getting a little bit more here. This is just a medium, and you're getting 2 hours and 50 minutes runtime, 150 lumens and 50-meter distance. And last but not least, the high. How you doing?
How you doing?
It's going to be 700 lumens on this one, an hour and 20 minutes. It's getting pretty toasty here, as a matter of fact, and 110 meters. And you can see the camera's not even going to do it justice. That is actually pretty bright, and I'm sure it's going to, when we take it out tonight, later in this video for the outside night test, should do pretty good there. So, you know, very easy. Press and hold to turn off. One click gives you a battery status. Press and hold to turn on. Cycle through the different modes. Press and hold to turn off. Very straightforward UI there, no doubt about it. Now on the side, we got these two buttons. Let's see. Starting with the blue one, press and hold. Okay. I'm assuming this looks like a UV light. Okay, so good old UV light. That was unexpected. Digging that UV light right? Not bad. Always appreciate it. And then we can press and hold to turn off. So that's makes sense why it's a little bit like a purple color for the UV light. Then we have a, I'm assuming this might be a red laser. It's got a dot here. And again, I'm just kind of checking the box here as we go, looking through all the different modes. So press and hold, and yes, right? If you got a cat, he or she is going to be really happy with this laser right there. All right, check it out. Kind of what it looks like there. Boom. Right, we'll see tonight the distance on this bad boy. Again, one of those things that is nice to have. It's good to have it and not need it, then need it and not have it. So there you go. So both of these buttons are very straightforward, right? The laser, right? Press and hold to turn on, press and hold to turn off. The UV light, very straightforward too. Press and hold to turn on, press and hold to turn off. And it looks like we have a red flash, blue flash, and a red and blue flash somewhere. So I wonder if this has to do with maybe double tapping. Oh, there we go. You got that disco mode right here. Feeling like a true gamer right now with the RGB going on there. All kinds of colors. By the way, that is half of a lumen. That's not going to drain battery whatsoever. And then, okay, this one is pulsating blue. Also 1 lumen. There it is. There's popo mode. Never expected it to be on this actual dial here. That's very interesting how it does that. All right, back to RGB. And again, I'm cycling through these. I don't know why I'm doing 2 clicks. 1 is good enough. There we go. So there's a pulsating red. Here's the pulsating blue. Here is, again, the blue and red, both. And then back to RGB. Again, very nice little party trick right there, right? I dig it. A lot of people sometimes in the comments say, well, that flashlight has too many tricks for me. It has too many gimmicks. And I mean, like, you know, for the money, for the price, these are very affordable. You know, would you rather have more features or less features? Like we're in the era of smartphones. Like, who do you know that was like, you know what, smartphones are too smart for me. I'm just going to stay with my Nokia and the keypad and whatnot. Forget touchscreens, you know? So obviously it's nice to have. If you end up not needing it, okay, no big deal, but at least it's there. If you know, you want to show it off, or at some point you do need one of the features, then, you know, it's nice to have. Laser, UV light, all that good stuff. So definitely packing quite a lot of features on a very small form factor light. There's a little lanyard hole right there. And overall, I mean, just very, very packable, you know, very small form factor to say the least. Got some design lines, some milling going on into the aluminum all around. And yeah, I gotta tell you, you know, not bad. Making definitely a great first impression here. The Fenix E06R. Doing some size comparisons really quick, right? Here it is to the brother, the SW05R-RED. Try to say that 10 times fast. Again, I kind of showed you this one a little bit earlier in the video. Check out the upload on it. If you want to learn more, of course, I have content for all these flashlights and products. They're all linked down below in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check them out for yourself. Those help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. We got the Wuben G5 right here, also very small form factor. A lot of them very simple, lighter sort of size. So that's nice. We got the X4 from Wuben as well. A little bit of a bigger size right there. On the left-hand side, we got the Rivery Zero. Just wanted to throw it on there. That is the utility knife that we used earlier in the video. Just wanted to put it there for reference. You can see there's somewhere in the similar ballpark size-wise. There's the BORUIT V10, very affordable budget light. We got the LoopGear LoopDot, which is very nice, fancy EDC light there with a screen, which is, you know, one of the very first flashlights to do that. We got the SK03 from LoopGear as well. And last but not least, the HD01 from Wurkkos. Hopefully that gives you a ballpark idea. Hopefully you own some of these other different flashlights. Again, if you want to learn more, check out those videos here in the channel. All right, guys, we're here with the Fenix and outside testing it at night. I have just an ambient light right here just to see what the heck I'm doing. But nothing crazy, as you can see. It's pretty dark out here without a flashlight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on this guy. Well, not the party mode. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Lowest mode right there. Right up here at the fence. I still get a good amount of light here at a decent distance. Boom, next mode. That makes things a little bit brighter for sure. Right? Bam, there we go. That gets a little bit brighter right there. No doubt. Up at the trees here. Trying to not move too fast so the camera can catch good definition here, especially since we're recording at night. And then bam, all right, look at that. That definitely gets quite a bit brighter right there. We can, let me see, almost catch that tree over there. Well, almost quite. It does a good job at doing a good floodlight. It doesn't do so much, I don't think, a good job at like aiming a specific spot, like a spotlight. So as you can see, it's really, really bright right here, obviously in front of me, 200-300 feet. But then usually there's a tree back there I can light up, but I can't even reach it. So something to keep in mind there. Now that is the brightest, I believe. Then we reset again. Bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom, right? Who would have thought the different modes actually have different sound effects? How about that? Of course, we got the laser, as you would expect here. The laser obviously is going to reach a little bit further. There you go, all right? Laser, little laser pointer right there. If you have a cat, right, your cat's going to love it. And then we have the UV mode. If I can get to the button. All right, there's that, bam. All right, there it is, right? Little UV mode, right? A little CSI scene. We're checking out for fingerprints. All right, you get the idea. UV light, obviously it's not gonna have that much reach or anything like that. Obviously, UV light has a very specific purpose. And then, of course, always, you know, a good feature to have. Better have it and not need it, and then need it and not have it. But yeah, you can actually get pretty bright. I'm actually very impressed with how bright it gets, right? It just doesn't have a ton of reach. I can get to that tree right there and some of the trees back there, but I can't get to my one tree over there that I usually can get to. So that's how I know, right? This is a very scientific backyard test. Ask me how I know. Well, there you guys have it. Let me know. You guys rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. And now back to the video. Well, there you guys have it. That is a quick unboxing overview on this Fenix E06R. Again, loving the size, loving the all aluminum construction. UV light and laser, which sometimes is a bit of a hit or miss. Not all flashlights, EDC flashlights included. We have multiple very bright different light modes right here to light up your world, whatever you got going on right there. Some additional party tricks there as well. Dig that, no doubt. And again, it's supposed to be a keychain light, but it has a pocket clip, so in my case, I'll definitely carry it more in the pocket more than anything. So that is nice, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. Of course, I'll have this flashlight and every other product you saw in this video linked in the description and pinned comments. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.